It's the Action Kids. What in the world are they up to now?
Let's get right down to business.
Business? What business?
Fun business!
The Fun Pack Carry-All Action Playset by Marx. Look, this opens up the wild action world of Fort Apache. With Indians, cavalrymen, shell-shooting cannons. And here are the fighting knights, with a real drawbridge, knights, Vikings, and rock-throwing catapults. Here's the boot camp, with tank, jeep, bullet-shooting machine guns, and 80 soldiers. Or land a helicopter at Cape Kennedy. Fire the rockets, back the space missile into the launching pad, and start the countdown. It's off into space. Zoom! Get Fort Apache. Get the Fighting Knights. Get the boot camp. Get Cape Kennedy. Get all four. And carry your own world of action wherever you go. The Rugged Steel Carry-All Action Playsets by Marx.
We're doomed. There will be no escape for us. I sincerely apologize for my inability to protect you, Princess Patricia. I am a complete failure.
I don't need protection. I am woman, hear me roar. In numbers too big to ignore. And I know too much to go back and pretend. Because I heard it all before. And I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna keep me down again.
You've come a long way, baby, to get where you got to today. You've got your own cigarette now, baby. You've come a long, long way.
Introducing new Virginia Slims. The slim cigarette for women only, tailored for the feminine hand. Slimmer than the fat cigarettes men smoke, with flavor women like. Mellow, mild Virginia flavor. New Virginia Slims in the slim purse pack.
You've got your own cigarette now, baby. You've come a long, long way.
Oh my, isn't he handsome?
Make a hard left turn when we pass the gas station. Can you manage that, Cecil?
Oh, of course I can. I am a certified licensed driver. Unfortunately, only in Great Britain.
Driving tuition at the British School of Motoring begins at the beginning with steering. Progresses rapidly, correctly, to turning, stopping, reversing, and parking. Everything you need to know to pass your test. Learn to drive safely, confidently, correctly, and in the shortest possible time too, at the British School of Motoring.
I have hidden something very important in Sparky's collar. It is an encoded document on microfilm. You must deliver it to Lord Oldham Fontainebleau, who lives near the California foothills. Sparky was his dog. He instinctively knows his way there. You must find Lord Fontainebleau and tell him to develop the microfilm and decode its contents. Tell him that he must deliver the decoded contents to my father's lawyers. They will know what to do with them. Empire Enterprises must be destroyed. The future stability of the world's economy resides within the contents of these documents. I am depending upon you, Cecil. Go, now, quickly. I will divert them in a limo.
Oh, my.
Go. Hurry.
Oh, my. Everyone is in such a big hurry. In America. Come on, Sparky. Princess Marks has commanded us. Oh, my. Wait for me. Sparky.
Well, Mr. Valor, this is the first time we have met face to face, and oddly enough, it is in the middle of a lonesome desert road. Nice outfit you are wearing there. A little early for Halloween, wouldn't you say?
Are you in a hurry, Miss Patricia Marks? Are you late for your little secretary job at the Marks Toy Company? Or are you a stenographer, perhaps? Or possibly you have been upgraded to a document and records clerk of some sort. But do not worry, Princess. I am sure no one will miss you if you do not show up for a bit.
Mr. Herman Valor, President and CEO of Empire Enterprises Limited. Your generation is dying. We are the new generation. We have the young view of things. And we have finally come alive.
There was our chauffeur and our doc in her limousine.
The documents are in their possession. Find them.
Yes, sir.
Well then, young Patricia Marks, can I give you a lift?
Come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation. Come alive. Come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation.
Who is the Pepsi generation? Just about everyone with the young view of things. Active, livelier people with a liking for Pepsi-Cola. The light refreshment with the bold, clean taste. Generous in flavor and sparkle. Pepsi belongs to your generation. Why else would Pepsi try so hard to be where you are? Everywhere.
Come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation.
What a mess we are in. I do not do well in the heat and the sun. What a desolate place this is. I could use an ice cold Coca-Cola right now.
Coca-Cola gives you that refreshing new feeling. Enjoy ice cold Coke right now. Get zing, what a feeling with ice cold Coke right now. Coca-Cola gives you that refreshing new feeling. Zing, what a feeling with a Coke. Ice cold, ice cold. For real refreshment, reach for the real thing. Ice cold Coke right now. Coca-Cola gives you that refreshing new feeling. Zing, what a feeling with a Coke. Ice cold. Enjoy ice cold Coke right now.
Where do you think you're going? I'm not going that way. It's much too rocky. This way is much easier. Lord Fountain Bloom's home is that way. I am sure of it. Well, go that way. You little furry, flea ball. And don't let me catch you following me. You and your dog instincts. My instincts are much better.
You there, what are you doing?
I'm dusting a Ford.
Oh, are you a Ford owner?
No, I'm a dog.
Do you think everyone should be a dog?
Well, that's something everyone should decide for himself. But I do think everyone should be a Ford owner, don't you?
Wait, what's that? It's a truck. I'm safe. Over here. Hey? Hey? Help, please. Over here.
Wheels that keep a-rolling all the night and day, singing a song of the men behind the motor trucks, a song of safety and service all along the way. Keep them rolling, keep America strong, east, west, north, south, rolling along. Wheels are rolling, rolling all across the nation, wheels that keep a-rolling all the night and day, singing a song of the men behind the motor trucks. Keep them rolling all across the USA.
Sparky. It is you. It is you.
Across the USA, only trucks can deliver to your store or your own front door so swiftly such things as ice cream, fresh meat, newspapers, clothing, furniture, and the hundreds of other things you use every day.
We've stopped. We're doomed. I certainly hope they don't treat us like slaves, or, worse than that, some kind of useful household consumer products.
Modern trucks deliver the goods faster and more economically. They make your life more pleasant. You live better because of trucks that keep rolling along.
Singing a song of the men behind the motor trucks. Keep them rolling all across the USA.
Louis, tell your uncle, if he hires help, make sure they speak good English.
We might not have much of a choice, if it's the usual bunch. But I'll remind him.
Not you. Not you. Not you either. I suppose you're trained to be a chauffeur and a butler.
Yes, they are my primary occupations. I am well trained in driving and etiquette and protocol.
I have no need for a butler.
Of course you don't, sir. That is why I have been educated in many important and complementary skills.
Dual for floors. Dual cleans and polishes in one go, because it's a floor cleaner and a polish all in one. Dual, 2 and 6.
What I really need is someone who can operate a cherry picker and a tractor.
A tractor? Why, sir, I am very familiar with the operation of English farm tractors, which are very similar to your American tractors in many respects.
Can you speak Spanish?
Of course I can. It's like a second language to me. I have spoken Spanish
All right,
in many
shut up. I'll take this guy here. Louis, take this butler into the garage and get him cleaned up and fed and ready to go to work.
But Uncle Owen, I was going to watch a big new show on TV.
You can waste your time with your TV shows when your chores are done. Now come on, get to it.
Okay. Come on.
Sir, what about this dog?
Uncle Owen, what about this dog?
We don't need a dog.
Sir, despite his looks, this dog is very capable of protecting your home and farm, and he has been known to chase away coyotes from time to time. He is a real bargain.
Uncle Owen, we could sure use a dog around here.
Yeah, okay. We'll take the dog.
You will be very pleased with this dog. He is of first-class breeding.
Okay, let's go.
Now, don't you forget, this will be the last time I stick my neck out for you.
Do you talk to dogs?
Of course I do. Doesn't everyone?
I charge $30 a night, not include motel room.
I am much too excited to eat anything right now. But Sparky enjoyed his meal, I am sure.
It just isn't fair. I'm going to miss the start of a whole new season of TV shows.
Is there anything I can do, sir?
Not unless you can speed up the orange harvest, or invent a TV that I can watch while climbing a ladder.
I don't think so, sir. I am not very knowledgeable in electronics. I am just learning to understand the ways of the culture here in America. As a matter of fact, I am not quite sure what part of America I am in at the present moment, sir.
Well, you're in Southern California. It's on the West Coast. And you don't have to call me sir. Call me Louis.
I see, sir. Louis.
It's just Louis. But don't call me Lou. I hate that name.
Oh. Well then. My name is Cecil Pearson Longthorpe III. But you can call me Cecil. And this is my dog companion, Sparky.
Hello, Sparky. He's wearing some kind of collar. It's encrusted with sand and dirt.
I am surprised he still has that collar around his neck, considering what we have been through. With the rebellion and all.
The rebellion? The Youth Rebellion? Against the silent majority? And Empire Enterprises Limited?
That's how I came to be in your service. If you take my meaning, sir.
Well, I really don't care about the rebellion. To be honest with you. I just care about what's on TV. And girls. Especially girls in bikinis.
Bikinis? Why, sir, that is what this ruckus is all about.
What do you mean?
There is an important document concerning bikinis hidden in Sparky's collar. It was put there by Princess Patricia Marks.
Princess Patricia Marks? You mean the daughter and heir of the founder of the Marks Toy Company?
Yes, Sir Louis. She is the one.
Wow. I love Marks toys. I've bought every one of them.
It's a stampede. They're in trouble. Will they escape? It's up to you with The Best of the West by Marks. Rush Captain Maddox to the rescue, along with General Custer. Who started it? Ferocious Chief Geronimo on his horse Comanche. And there's Johnny West with his horse Thunderbolt. Jay West drives the buckboard with his sister Janice, while his twin brother, Riding Poncho, fires to turn the herd. There's Jane West. Can she control the covered wagon? The stampede is getting closer. Will Jane and Janice escape? It's up to you. You're the boss of the Wild West with your Best of the West collection. Each figure complete with up to 31 pieces of authentic gear. And look how you can pose Comanche. Get The Best of the West by Marks.
Well, almost.
The princess commanded us to deliver the documents to old Unfountain Blue, who lives in the California foothills.
Old Unfountain Blue? I wonder if you mean the old man who fought in the big one? He's a strange old British guy. But he doesn't live in the foothills. He lives in the sand dunes, near the Pacific Ocean.
Louis, it's time for dinner.
Okay, Aunt Ruth. I'll be right there. Well, I got to go. Clean up Sparky for me. Will you? See so?
The sand dunes. Look what you did. You went in the wrong direction.
I wonder if that butler might actually be someone important. He says he needs to find someone named Old Unfountain Blue. I thought he might have meant the old man who fought in the big one. I think they might be related.
He's just a crazy old man who lives in a little shack all alone. As soon as the harvest is done, then those two will be on their way. No more talking about Old Unfountain Blue.
What if the old man comes looking for him?
He won't. Old Unfountain Blue doesn't exist anymore. He died the same time as your father.
He knew my father?
I said, forget it. Your only concern is to prepare those two for tomorrow. In the morning, I want them in the orchard helping to pick and pack oranges.
I think those two will work out fine. You know, I was also thinking about our agreement. For me to move out on my own. The new TV season is starting, and next year's replacement shows are going to be even better. I don't want to miss any of them.
You need to get out and learn to live on your own. We'll be retiring soon, and I plan to sell the orchard and the house.
So, you're going to leave me and make me survive on my own?
Louis, where are you going?
I'm going to the living room to watch some TV.
I guess Louis wasn't made out to be a farmer and run a business. He just doesn't have his father in him.
I know. He could certainly use more of his father's ambition.
Maybe I really should get out of the house and live on my own. Get some exciting, real-life adventures. But I just love watching TV.
This is Buck Rogers. I found Draco's hideout.
It's the Buck Rogers Laser Scope Fighter. Buck Rogers figures sold separately.
Prepare for a night raid.
Look through the scope, focus, and press the laser button.
Fire! I missed. Fire again!
Make the screen flash red, and you can pretend it's a direct hit. Batteries not included.
Mission accomplished.
The Buck Rogers Laser Scope Fighter. Buck Rogers figures sold separately. By Mego. The Starfighter and Buck Rogers.
Okay, Kane, get ready to fight.
Meet Kane and the Draconian Marauder.
You'll never catch me.
Planes need assembly. Each plane and action figure sold separately. There's Twicky.
Get the robot.
You can pretend he's being chased by Draco, Tiger Man, and the Draconian Guard.
Calling Buck Rogers. Help!
Buck Rogers, Twicky, Draco, and Tiger Man. Each sold separately. By Mego.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Once upon a time, in a mythical place called Cape Kennedy, an astronaut named Tony Nelson went up on a space mission. The missile went up, but something went wrong, and they had to bring it down. Captain Nelson landed on an island in the South Pacific, where he found a bottle. At least it looked like a bottle, but it didn't act like a bottle. Because in it was a genie. Oh, not your average everyday genie, but a beautiful genie who could grant any wish.
Oh, you scared me.
Oh, no.
It's not my fault. He ran off right after you left.
Uncle Owen paid good money for that dog. Well, I don't see him anywhere.
Pardon me, sir, but shouldn't we go after him?
It's too dangerous, with all the cutthroat gypsies out there. We'll have to wait until morning.
Louis, we're going to bed. Come inside, now.
Okay, I'll be there in a few minutes. Boy, I'm going to get it. Come on.
Have you seen Louis?
He said he had things to do, so he left early, in his dune buggy.
Did he take a new help with him?
I think so.
Well, he better have them working in the orchard by noon, or there'll be hell to pay.
This is the fastest route through the sand dunes to get us to the old man's cottage.
It's Sparky. They found Princess Patricia's dog.
Thank you, ladies.
Sparky, how did you end up here? We were so worried about you, Sparky. Yes, I miss you too, even though you are a little troublemaker.
Well, aren't you a beautiful creature? A young, blonde-haired surfer boy. Dina, don't you think he is a beautiful boy? Yeah. You're my kind of guy. I want you so. Baby, everything about you is go go go.
There's something about an Aquavelva man. You're my kind of guy. I want you so. Baby, everything about you is go, go, go. With Aquavelva lotion, our romance began because there's something about an Aquavelva man.
Get Aquavelva Aftershave Lotion, regular, menthol, and now luxurious frost line.
But I think you could use a shave first.
Oh, no.
And you too. You, odd, silly man.
No, I don't. I don't need a shave. Why? I can't even grow whiskers.
I think we are going to carve you two up and take your little dune buggy car. Then we will roast and eat your dog for dinner tonight. I love roasted dog meat.
Oh, no. We're doomed. This is the end. I have failed you, Louis. I have failed everyone. That is my lot in life. To be a big failure to everyone. Someone help us. Someone save us.
Hello there. It looks like you had a busy day. You are very fortunate that you weren't sliced into little pieces.
Wow. Why did they run away from you?
Well, son, with all their fancy knives, gypsies are terrified of anyone in a uniform. And I see you brought Sparky with you.
Old Dunfontaine Blue? Bored Old Dunfontaine Blue? And Sparky was your dog?
Yes, he was. I lent him to a Hollywood studio to star in some dog commercials. And that's the last I ever saw of him. Until now.
My uncle said you don't exist anymore.
Well, perhaps he is right. I am an old British soldier who fought in the big one, and the likes of me are disappearing fast. But we must get out of these sand dunes. The gypsies have not gone far, and there are other, equally dangerous creatures out there.
Cecil.
Oh my. I must have fainted.
Can you stand? We got to get out of here.
I don't think I can make it. You go on, Sir Louis. There is no sense in risking yourself on my account. I'm done for.
You're right. You can just stay here in the dunes.
Oh my. No. Wait for me. I'm coming. I'm coming. Wait for me.
Tell me about my father. My uncle said he worked in an office, requisitioning supplies, or something like that.
That's your uncle talking. We fought together in World War II. He was a brave fighter. I have something for you, Louis. Something your father had great respect for.
A sword?
It is a weapon from a less commercial time, before the military-industrial complex.
A sword? What am I supposed to do with a sword? You can't use swords when you are fighting bad guys with machine guns.
Some fun when Snubby Gun plays Private Eye, and you can have the same kind of fun with Mattel's Tommy Burst detective set.
The Tommy Burst has automatic bolt action. Fire off a burst of 10 shots. Pull the bolt again, you're reloaded. Or fire single shots like a rifle. The Tommy Burst alone is $3. In the detective set, you also get the Snub Nose 38 and Snap Draw shoulder holster. The pistol fires greeny stickum caps and shoots safe shooting shells. The exciting new Tommy Burst detective set includes wallet, badge, and ID card. $7 wherever toys are sold. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
Swords like this have protected civilizations for thousands of years, but they are now all but extinct and are only used in television and movie action and science fiction fantasies.
How did my father die?
He died fighting the evil Nazi Empire, as did thousands of decent, hard-working men across the planet.
We are the makers, the workers, the farmers, the sailors, the tailors, the carpenters, the colliers, the fishermen. We dig the soil and the rock. We plow the land and the sea, so that all men may eat and be warm under the common sun. We are the makers, the workers, the wounded, the dying, the dead, the blind, the frostbitten, the burned, the legless, the mad. Sons of the earth who are fighting and hating and killing now in snow and sand and heat and mud. We are the makers, the workers, the starving, the slaves, in Greece and China and Poland, digging our own graves. Who sent us to kill, to be killed, to lose what we love? Widowed our women, unfathered our sons, broke the hearts of our homes. Who dragged us out of our beds and houses and workshops, into a battle yard of spilt blood and split bones? Who set us at the throats of our comrades? Who is to blame? What men set man against man? Shout, shout, shout out their name. The men, these are to blame. Some of the young men may yet be our comrades and brothers, workers and makers, after the agony of the world at war is over. But for those who taught them the business of death, who crippled their hearts with cruelty, never, never, never shall there be pardon or pity, no hope of a new birth. They shall be put down forever. We are the men. Dig Dig
Now the Nazis have been replaced by another, even more sinister empire that has been seduced by the power of the almighty dollar, but still has an equally evil plan to enslave the entire world.
Sir Lewis, shouldn't we tell Lord Fontainebleau about Princess Marks and what's in Spark's collar?
By all means, tell me about Sparky's collar.
Princess Patricia Marks, the daughter of Loudsis Marks and the heir to the Marks Toy Company, put an important document on microfilm into Spark's collar. She says the document will thwart the plans of Empire Enterprises Limited to control of the rights to the topless bathing suit, which she said would result in staggering financial profits for doing practically nothing with something that is practically nothing. She said we were to find you, get the microfilm developed and decoded, and return to her father's lawyers.
Wow. A topless bathing suit. I would sure like to see one of those things.
You must join me, Louis K. Walker. If we are to fulfill the princess's mission, you must go with me to Edwards Air Force Base.
Edwards Air Force Base? I can't go to Edwards Air Force Base. I've got to get home. I've missed too many good TV shows already as it is.
I need you, Louis. I know someone there who can develop and decode the microfilm. I am too old to find my way there on these California roads. I do not own a car.
I don't know. My uncle will kill me if I don't make it back pretty soon.
I suppose you and your uncle have plans for you to attend college and get a degree.
Not really. I'm not getting very good grades in high school. My uncle thinks I'm sort of an idiot.
Well then, come with me. You have nothing to lose.
I just don't know. Look, I can take you as far as Laguna Hills, and you can find some transportation to the airbase from there.
You must do what you think is right, Louis.
Oh my, Laguna Hills. Southern California is such a strange place.
American youth today has its fringes, but that's part of the greatness of our country. I have great faith in American youth. The youth of today can change the world. And if they understand that, I think that we're going to go forward to a great age, not just for Americans, but for peace and progress for all the people in the world.
You can't stop a youth rebellion with pap like that. You, sir, are the new propaganda minister of the silent majority. I want you to feed the audience fear, hate, and unobtainable fantasies of wealth. That will be what we serve up in our new television propaganda films, which you will produce and direct. But be tricky about it, Alfred. The TV audience must not know how they are being manipulated, or the true nature of what they are being fed. I am certain you can easily handle this task. I know your work. In the meantime, the documents that Patricia Marks hid with that dog will soon be in my hands. Then there will be no limit to the amount of money I can throw into our advertising. Money, after all, is the true force of the universe. As for the Marx Toy Company, I will either buy it out or burn it to the ground.
This is quite a fire we got here.
I guess you're no longer in the trucking business.
We no longer need truck. Empire Enterprises hire us, work in factory. We burn, chug, and collect insurance money.
If they talk to you, then they will know who you sold Cecil and Sparky to.
Wait, Louis. You're just wasting your time.
Aunt Ruth, Uncle Owen, what's going on?
Well, Lewis, we're moving out. Empire Enterprises Limited bought our orchard and the house and everything in it. And we got a great price for it, too. So, we're retiring to Sun City, Arizona.
You mean, they bought our TV?
You'll come visit us sometime, won't you, Louis?
Your aunt didn't like the neighborhood around here much, and frankly, I'm sick of oranges. Oh, by the way, Louis, the man asked us about that butler and his little dog. I told him he could probably find both of them out at the old man's cottage in the sand dunes. We're leaving now. You're on your own, boy.
Goodbye, Louis.
I suppose by making his prison cells comfortable, Valor thinks he can seduce me into giving him the patent document he so desperately seeks. Sorry, Valor. It won't work. Nor will warm showers or good meals get you the hideout location of the Rebel Youth Alliance. You can try fear, intimidation, and torture, but nothing will break my will to resist you. Why? Aren't there any shower curtains around this?
There is nothing you could have done, Louis. Everyone has their price. Your aunt and uncle were no different.
They even bought our TV set. There is nothing left for me here, now. I want to go with you. I want to help Patricia Marks, and you, stop Empire Enterprises Limited. My dune buggy can get us to Laguna Hills. Then we're going to have to find a car, and a couple of guys to help us. But don't you think we're going to need some guns? I don't know about that sword fighting stuff.
The California highway system. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Oh my. The police are here, and we've barely gotten our adventure started.
Louis, is this contraption you have been driving legal?
This is Orange County. Everything young people do here is illegal.
Well, not everything, it appears.
You got a license to drive this vehicle? Huh? Kid?
I sure do.
I'm sure, if we did a little search that we would find a marijuana roach. Or something worse.
You don't need to search this vehicle.
We don't need to search this vehicle. And what about that animal? And that guy? We've been advised to be on a lookout for a sissy boy and his dog.
These are not the ones you are looking for.
These aren't the ones we're looking for.
We can go about our business.
You can go about your business.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen?
I bought him off with a rare British gold coin. Gold is still much more enticing than the almighty dollar.
How many of those do you got? We might need American money in this place. Although, I hear play money works. Sometimes.
We don't serve dogs in here.
You what?
Keep your dog outside.
Cecil. Take Sparky back to the dune buggy. We don't want any trouble here.
I heartily agree with you, Sir Lewis.
Give me a beer.
I like you.
I'm glad to hear that.
Everyone likes me. Everyone wants me. 12 million units of me sold last year.
Wow, 12 million. That's a lot.
You too can buy me. I come with 6 interchangeable parts, 9 accessories, and 4 stylish outfits. I will show you.
I'm afraid this young gentleman isn't interested in playing with dolls. Perhaps you are in the wrong place. I recall seeing a toy store across the street. Maybe you should try selling yourself there. Lewis, that was an Empire Enterprises toy. She is popular because she is sold to major stores in bulk and at a huge discount. Clarence says he can help us.
Do you take gold British coins?
I don't like the looks of this.
I'm Stanley Shotworth. I am a professional driver and a professional gun for hire. Clarence here tells me you're looking for someone to get you inside, what, Edwards Air Force Base?
Yes, get us there and inside undetected.
I suppose you never heard of me and my reputation?
Should I have?
Of course not, and that is proof of how good I am. I have outrun not only the local riffraff and the local police, but the highway patrol. I have never been arrested. In other words, undetected. So who am I taking?
Myself, the young lad here, a butler and a dog. Without drawing any attention to ourselves. It's not so much the police we need to avoid, but the thugs employed by Empire Enterprises Limited.
Empire Enterprises Limited, huh? Well then, it's gonna cost you more. 2,000, all in advance.
2,000. We can take a taxi to Edwards Air Force Base for $50.
Yeah, kid, but who's gonna do the fighting if something goes wrong? Taxi driver? You?
You bet I can. Lord Fontainebleau here is going to teach me how to handle a sword.
A sword? A sword? You gotta be kidding me.
We can pay you 500 now, and 2,000 after our mission is complete.
2,500, huh? Okay then, you got yourself a car, a driver, and 2 hired help who can handle a gun. A real weapon. Leave when you're ready. Meet me at Stan's shop at the end of the block down on Main Street.
Stan's shop, at the end of the block.
Looks like a couple of Empire thugs are looking for someone.
Bite me.
Clarence, get back to the shop, open the big door, and get the rocket ship ready.
I saw them duck behind this hippie van and head down the street. Do not worry, Sparky is a smart dog. He will track us down. Lewis, you'll have to do something with your dune buggy.
Let them impound it. I don't care. I'm never going to drive one of those things again.
Going somewhere? Stanley?
Yes, Gecko, I was just coming to see your boss. Tell Casper that I got his money.
It's too late. You should have paid him when you had the chance. Mr. Gottman put a price on your head, so there is a lot of people looking for you. You're lucky I found you first.
But I got his money this time.
If you give it to me, I might forget that I found you.
I don't have it with me. Tell Gottman.
Casper Gottman is through with you. He has no time for 1950s hot rod cowboys anymore, Stanley Shopworth. Your character is becoming very dated, very fast. But I suppose he would take your precious 1959 Cadillac Eldorado as a partial payment.
Over my dead body.
That is the idea.
You first.
No, you first.
Nah, you first.
No, you first.
Nah, you first.
No, you first.
Sorry for the mess.
There really isn't any hurry for us to leave. Maybe we should go across the street and check out some of the shops.
Lewis, keep your mind on our mission.
Well, once again I'm sticking my neck out to protect you from all the trouble that you have started.
I don't think our little horror film had much impact on Miss Patricia Marks. She is not easily intimidated. We will have to create a bigger demonstration of our power. I have an idea for some films that will certainly frighten the will to resist out of the young lady. You will need multiple camera crews. I will give you the times and their destinations.
Wow, what a cool car. How did you get here? So fast?
Getting there fast is what I do, kid. This cool car is a 1959 Cadillac Eldorado. Originally equipped with a 390 cubic inch V8 engine with 3 two-barrel carburetors, capable of delivering 345 horsepower and reaching a top speed of 130 miles per hour. It's equipped with air suspension, power vent windows, and antenna, extra chrome, just to mention a few of the options. But I made a few modifications of my own, and it's now the fastest car on the street.
Capable of drawing all sorts of attention to itself, no doubt.
Hey, so what is this? Is this a furniture shop? Are you a carpenter? You mean you build furniture for a living? And toys? Do you make wooden toys? I thought you were a professional driver. And a gun for hire.
Well, kid, you gotta have something to fall back on when things are slow. If you all get on board, we'll get out of here.
Hello, sir.
Bite me.
Oh my, such language.
You are not going anywhere, not with those passengers.
Okay, your seatbelts, we're leaving.
How much Hot Wheels action do you have? That's a start. Now, add power. 1 supercharger, lap after lap action. 2 superchargers, test your racing skill. And with 2-way superchargers, you've got the best Hot Wheels set yet. The most action you can get from Mattel. Hot Wheels, if you have one, you'll get them all.
The roughest, toughest, most realistic cars on the road. Past the timer, through the lap counter. Now with stock cars up to the Gilbert flyover chicane. Only this time, in midair, the cars change lanes. And look, just like that, your Gilbert car track can become a horse race track with these exclusive lively trotters. Get all these Indianapolis Speedway extras separately, and be sure to get your complete Gilbert Autorama layout.
It's the exciting new Daredevil Trick Track with the incredible Dolphin Racer, gear-driven for longer battery life. Daredevil Trick Track, full of fantastic tricks. A sensational new steering track. A wall of logs. A teeter-totter. And it's up, 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 and over we go. A somersault flip. And now, straight through a fly-apart house. Get Daredevil Trick Track. Action-packed with tricks and tracks. It's thrilling. Spilling. Crashing. Smashing. Daredevil Trick Track from Transogram, where the fun comes from. Wow!
I forgot how much I hate driving in big American cars.
Don't shoot me with that. I thought you could outrun anybody in this thing.
But kid, I gotta have a big straightaway in front of me. When the hyper-fuel ejection kicks in, just hold the wheel straight and hang on.
Big Shot by Marx. Mounted on its huge 6-wheel truck, you can move Big Shot anywhere. Loaded with these long-range rubber-tipped missiles. Set the cap-firing hammer. Swing Big Shot's barrel with this remote control switch. The remote control elevation knob raises and lowers the barrel.
Take her down to elevation 4. There's the target.
Ready, fire!
Wow, direct hit!
Battery-powered Big Shot comes complete with 3 rubber-tipped missiles, caps, and enemy target. Batteries not included. You're in command with the gigantic power-packed missile cannon on wheels. Bargain priced Big Shot by Marx. Get it.
I am so glad that you could join me, Miss Patricia Marks. I thought we should get together and enjoy some TV time with one another.
Well, Mr. Velour, you are outdoing yourself with your hospitality. First a shower, and now some television. I sense a hint of voyeurism in you, Herman. And naturally, you have an interest in war toys? So who is this fat bald old man you have with you?
This is the new director of media for the silent majority. The last director's work, how should I put this, didn't meet my requirements and expectations. Alfred here will also be doing some special filmmaking for me. In fact, he has just returned from a special assignment. And with some impressive results, I might say.
I am sure you will be keeping him very busy. And so how are you keeping yourself busy lately, Hermie? Any recent money-making schemes that you and your Empire Enterprises Limited have cooked up for all of us? Let me guess. Paint toilets? Rocks as Christmas presents? Bottled water? Or are you planning to sell kids cans of fresh air after the real air they breathe becomes too deadly for children?
You are much too cynical, Miss Patricia Marks. Especially for someone who will soon inherit a children's toy manufacturing company. But you know, Miss Marks, it was the manufacturing of children's toys that inspired me to pursue my much more lucrative endeavors. The public is just a bunch of children. Beyond what they really need, most of what they buy is simply toys. Cheap toys. Expensive toys. Overly expensive toys. Useless toys. Examine this slinky commercial, Miss Marks. Millions of dollars were made off of this cheap, coiled wire. I regret that I didn't think of it myself. But look harder. The toy moves pointlessly, but energetically, down the stairs. It is mindlessly bounced back and forth, in someone else's hands. It is dragged along the floor, by a little 5-year-old. This is, hilariously, and ironically, a perfect allegory for the American consumer. They are empty vessels, moving, bounced around, and pushed about, with no reason, and no purpose, other than to throw their money at junk that they do not need. The topless bathing suit, Miss Patricia Marks, was just another ridiculous consumer product I wished I had invented, but I will soon own. So while they are distracted with their little toys, others will plot to take control of their little world. One does not need to invade Poland, or put 30,000 tanks into Eastern Europe, to control the world. One just needs to acquire, and control, the money. Nations will fall, without a single shot being fired. They will be bought.
You are underestimating the resistance to your scheming, President and CEO, Herman Velour. There is a new youth rebellion rising across the country. It is young, and vigorous, and unstoppable. And we will defeat you, and your plans for world domination. Things are changing. The old is out. The new is in. You will not own us, you wretched Nazi. We are not your many toys.
As you say, little Patty. By the way, I do not need to know the location of the hideout of your friends from the Rebel Youth Alliance. They will sell out in time. So let me be blunt with you, young lady. Tell me where that dog and that butler are. Give me the encoded microfilm. No more friendly conversation. I want the patent to the topless bathing suit. Where are they hiding? Tell me now.
How would I know? Maybe they are on vacation here, in sunny Southern California. Or maybe they decided to take a trip to Las Vegas and visit your Little Americans Toys Manufacturers Convention.
Not very likely.
A convention funded and sponsored by you and Empire Enterprises Limited. Of course.
Yes, of course. Well now, that gives me an idea, Princess. when I attend my convention, you will be coming with me, as my special guest, naturally, but you will be confined to the hotels. I own 3 of them in Las Vegas. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, since the princess will not cooperate, it is time for Alfred's latest movie. I have seen it. It is quite entertaining. This is the Marks Company warehouse in Elizabeth, New Jersey. It supplies the eastern seaboard.
No.
This is the Marks Company warehouse in St. Louis, Missouri. It supplies the Midwest and the South.
No.
This is the Marks Company warehouse in Los Angeles, California. It supplies the entire West Coast.
No.
As I have learned from Adolf Hitler, when all else fails, a well-timed fire will get you everything that you want.
Now for this bulletin. Fires have destroyed 3 warehouses belonging to the Marks Toy Company, including one here in California. Arson is the most probable cause, although authorities have yet to confirm it. Louis Marks, the founder and president of the Marks Toy Company, has also reported that his daughter, Patricia, has been missing for 3 days. No ransom has been demanded, and no missing persons report has been filed. Officials from the company said in a press release that Mr. Marks, due to these events, will not be attending next week's American Toy Manufacturers Convention in Las Vegas. In other news, former Orange County resident and presidential candidate Richard Nixon is campaigning at the General Motors plant in Detroit, Michigan, where he pledged to help keep the auto industry prosperous and profitable.
Stanley, since your rocket ship does not have a bathroom or a kitchen, perhaps it would be wise if you pulled over at the next rest stop. I do believe that you have effectively eluded the Empire's thugs.